Hey family, how's everyone doing? I'm here to make a video today to give some insight on the full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces, and it is a super moon as well. But before we get into everything, let's go ahead and just take some breaths, get our energy right, let's get grounded, let's get ourselves centered. So go ahead and join me. We'll go ahead and close our eyes, get comfortable. We're breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. Let's breathe in, filling our bodies with this life force. And as we exhale, we allow the mind to become still, letting go of all thoughts and worries. And on this next inhale, breathing in and feeling for any tension in the body, any stress. And as we exhale, let it melt away, let it go and give it to the earth. Let's do one more breath, inhale. Exhale with a nice big sigh. We are here, we are present, we are loved, we are safe. Amen, blessed be. All right, feeling good. All right, so what's going on, family? We're gonna talk about this partial full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. It is also a super moon. So let's just break all this down real quick and let's just talk about what this energy is, what the energies are happening, what we're gonna be talking about. Super moon is basically, if you're familiar, or if you're not familiar with astronomy, when the planets and everything orbits, it actually isn't orbiting in a complete perfect circle. It actually is an elliptical, which is between like a circle and an oval. So right now with the supermoon, the moon is actually in its closest proximity that it could be to the earth based off its orbit. So the moon's gonna look bigger, it's gonna look fuller, it's gonna look a lot closer. So with that, that means the impact of it is closer. So that means the energy that we're feeling from it is closer. So that means the heightened sensitivity, the heightenedness of emotions, the heightenedness of our intuition, the heightenedness of our psychic gifts, everything is gonna be heightened and more powerful during this time. Again, we are in an 8-year, 2024, and today is an 8 days, 17, 1 + 7 is 8. So today is really great for balance. Everything is falling into balance, everything is falling to order, the gates of abundance are opening, the portals are opening, and eclipses are portals. That's what the whole eclipse season is. That's why eclipses are kind of a big deal. Eclipses really bring about that change, whether you're ready for it or not. So it's important to stay grounded, to stay cleansed, to stay mindful during these times. It is a full moon in Pisces. So Pisces are the dreamers, they are the water sign, they are the spiritualists, the occultists, the mystical people. Pisces are naturally intuitive. Pisces are naturally tapped in with the spiritual realm. Pisces are naturally tapped in with the energy around them. I'm a Pisces gang. If you're a Pisces, shout out in the comment. So Pisces, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I don't know if y'all are feeling great, but I'm feeling beautiful, magical, and divine, as you guys should be feeling too. And so I've just been in a very big, just Pisces energy, dreamy energy, I should say. I've been really just allowing my mind and everything to expand. So again, Pisces energy. So this influence of this water energy, of this cleansing, of this spirituality, of this magic. Magic is a big influence right now, actually. So this is what this full moon is basically all about. Full moons themselves are about release, because the moon has come to its full completion. And so you want to release anything that doesn't need to belong, that doesn't need to be, that is blocking you, hindering you, just not making you feel good. So release it, let it go, allow it to transmute, allow it to shift, allow it to just be gone. And so you could also use the full moon to manifest. Again, it just depends on how you work with the lunar magic. Typically, if you're a baby witch, or if you're just getting started into, learning about all this, you want to really work with the releasing energy. And once you feel like you're more confident in your power and how to harness and work and transmute these energies, definitely work on manifesting. I do both. I release and then I manifest, because it's great. So talking about the eclipse, so it is a lunar eclipse, And so that means it is taking place during a full moon. A solar eclipse takes place during a new moon. And so basically, as the sun and the moon are coming into alignment, we are going to be just double illuminated with everything. A lot of the shadows are going to be coming up. And again, Pisces is a very emotional sign, and don't take that as like we're just gonna cry and be emotional. It's that we're so in tune with our emotions. So when we feel an emotion, we feel it, we understand it, we know why we're feeling these emotions, because we understand it. We understand the energy that is around, we understand the energy that is coming off of people, places, things. That energy is intense. And this is something that could be illuminated for people who aren't Pisces as well. Your intuition could be stronger, your psychic gifts could be stronger, your dreams could be more prophetic, your magic, basically. Anything that has to do with the psychicness is going to be enhanced. It's going to be stronger. It's going to be bigger, because the full moon's in Pisces and it's an eclipse. So this is, and it's stronger because with the eclipse, it wants to see. You're going to be seeing basically who ain't it, what ain't it, where it ain't. Like, you're just going to see. And this is so you could assess, take in, release, let go, and understand where you should be focusing energy and focusing time and focusing all these things. So great time to really tap in with your manifestation, not your manifestations, I apologize, with your psychic abilities, with your dream work. Dream work is a big thing right now too, as well as divination. Divination is a great thing to do right now, because I did my divination yesterday and I had an amazing session. So divination is a big thing right now, because the veil is so thin that that connection to the spirit world is more accessible than usual. But again, if you're tapped in, you always have access to the spiritual world. And so right now too, we are in Virgo seasons, and then this moon, typically the full moon in September, Virgo season, is typically known as the harvest moon, because this is when we want to be, you know, in ancient times they would be taking in the harvest, collecting the harvest, getting ready for the winter, preparing everything. And so right now we're harvesting, we're taking in everything that we've sown and we've reaped and that we've grown, and you know, harvest what it is that you've created, harvest what it is. And then again, with the Virgo energy is about staying practical. It's about staying organized. It's about staying on top of your health, on top of your routine, on top of things that matter for yourself, for your physicality, and for your health. And with that too, this is a big time for nurturing, because both Pisces and Virgo are feminine polarities. And so again, feminine energy, it's about nurturing, it's about caring, it's about giving, but the focus of it isn't on outward nurture, it's nurturing on yourself. So focus that nurturing inward, focus that feminine energy inward, and allow yourself to heal both physically and spiritually. This is a great time to just, you could heal a lot of things in your physical body and in your spiritual body. So there's a lot to do. And again, Pisces and Virgos are both mutable signs. So mutable signs are going with the flow. They're not so rigid like a fixed sign. They're not so power driven like a cardinal sign. They're very, okay, where are we gonna go? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do that. Okay, cool, I'm down. Let's do it. Like, mutable. Like, we just go with the flow. We just follow the energy. We just see what the vibe is. So that's an important time. Find your flow with this full moon. Find your flow with this. And you don't have to just focus on it just today, the full moon specifically, since it is a super moon and it is closer. Typically you feel the energy of a full moon 3 days before and 3 days after, but since it is a super full moon and an eclipse, we're actually gonna be feeling this energy for an entire week. So we're gonna be feeling this energy, and everything's gonna be happening for about 7 days. So heavy energy in a beautiful way, in a magical way. So we keep that in mind as we go forward, and allow this to also inspire your creative flow, your creative energy, how you could create, again, your business, how you could create a routine, how you could create a better structure for yourself, how you could create a better dream for yourself. This is a big time for that. This is a big time for creative flow and just flow overall. So allow yourself to get into a flow state that you need to be in, so you could better heal and you could better work with these energies, and that way you're not feeling so chaotic. And that's another thing too with eclipses, is that most people have all types of different opinions, and traditionally, if you don't know really much about anything, typically you want to kind of just focus on your own practices during an eclipse. They say not to do types of magics and stuff during eclipses because the energy is so strong. But again, once you become more and more situated in your craft, in your magic, and how to work with these energies and harness energy, you could do some really transformative work. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. So again, if you're kind of new, take it easy, really be in the flow state right now if you're new to all this type of information and life. So allow things to just flow and to just be and to just move and go how they need to go. So that's some things. Sorry if I'm looking away because I have notes so I can remember things I wanted to talk about. And then again, we already talked about intuition. Intuition is going to be strong right now. Intuition is going to be so strong, and so pay attention to your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that something's up, someone's not it, that you don't go to this place, don't do that place, like pay attention to that. Feel the energy, because your emotions are going to be telling you too. You're going to be feeling a lot more emotions. You're going to be feeling a lot more of these buried emotions. Things that you haven't really been dealing with are going to be coming up. So it's important to be mindful and to watch your thoughts, because you don't want to blow up and get chaotic, and next thing you know, you're doing XYZ, or you're getting into fights, or being aggressive, or these are delicate times. Be mindful. Be very mindful. So this is an important thing to keep in mind as we're moving through this Pisces eclipse energy. And again, for y'all, you could be feeling it. I'm feeling great. Like, I'm just feeling magical and divine and beautiful. So that's just something I had to share. And so, again, we talked about the nurturing. We talked about how, again, these feminine energies are prevalent. And if you also don't know, Pisces and Virgo are sister signs, so they're actually opposite on the astrology wheel. And typically too, during a season, so it's a Virgo season, the full moon within any season will typically be the opposite sign of whatever season we're in. So if we're in Virgo season, the opposite sign will be Pisces. Talked about dream work, and apart from dream work, also dream big. This is a good time, again, if you're working with the Pisces and Virgo energy, be practical, get organized about your dreams, about what you want to create, about what you want to manifest, about everything. Just dream big. If you're, again, trying to build a business, if you're trying to manifest more money, if you're trying to get a house, if you're trying to get a car, if you're trying to manifest something, dream big. Don't dream small. Don't keep yourself in a box. Don't be like, okay, well, I only have this amount of much, or I only could do this, so I should only keep it. And no, think big, dream big. Allow your mind to expand to what your best possible reality could be, and to your best possible outcome could be, because that is going to transform so much, because you're going to be so much more in tune with understanding what you desire and understanding what you want. And that's a big thing that we're understanding with this full moon and eclipse, is understanding our desires, because there's a big influence on the intimacy with ourselves and the relationships that we have with ourselves, and how that shows up in the everyday life. So, but again, this is really about us reflecting on our physical and spiritual health, so we could better show up as our best selves. And then again, we talked about magic. Perfect time to do magic, all types of magic. If you are into that, water magic for sure. So taking baths, taking showers, doing some gazing into like bowls of water and allowing it to reflect with the moon. There's so many different things you could do. So making moon water, charging your crystals. If you're by the beach, go take a dip in the ocean for sure. There's just so many things to do, but definitely the element of water is going to be a big influence. So however you could work with water today, if you could work water into your magic, do it, because it's gonna help, and it's gonna amplify the intention of whatever it is that you're manifesting or releasing or creating, or And then so the portal is opening right now for the eclipse season, and I want to say these are going to be the last eclipse for the year, if I'm not mistaken. I need to double check that, don't quote me on that. And so when an eclipse portal opens, it's basically one eclipse happens, and then when the next moon cycle hits, which is usually 2 weeks, then the next eclipse happens. So the next eclipse will be on October 2nd, and it will be a solar eclipse in Libra. And so that will be the closing of the portal, which I'm gonna make a video on that when that time comes. So I'm not gonna go too much into that, but just know that from now till October 2nd, we're going to be in an eclipse portal. So everything I'm talking about, all these energies, this is what we're going to be focusing on these next 2 weeks pretty much. We're going to be feeling it more within this first week, but again, these next 2 weeks are definitely going to be shifting, moving, releasing everything, so that way we could align. So when the eclipse portals ends, it's going to come all together and everything's going to be great. And then again, today is a perfect time to release and observe. So again, if you're kind of just new to magic, or kind of new to astrology, or you're kind of new to just working with these energy, just release. Just allow yourself, whatever's coming up, let it go. So if it's heavy emotions, if it's trauma, if it's thoughts, if it's worries, whatever it is that's just rising up to the surface because the water's filling, release it. Allow that water to flood out. If you need to cry, cry it out. If you need to release it out. It's important. It is so important. I cried in the shower yesterday because I was just connecting with the energy, and there's things I needed to cry, and I released it. I let it go, and I allowed the water to cleanse me. And that's another thing too, is speak to your water. The water listens. Everything around you listens. So if you speak to your water when you're filling your bath or taking your shower, before you even step into it, just be like, hey, thank you, water. I thank you for your medicine. I thank you for your healing. I thank you for your transmutation. I thank you for everything. Allow that to speak to it. Use your words. Use your power of your voice, the power of command. And so on the opposite, again, if you are more in tune with the magical workings of life, then manifest, you know. First, release. Whatever you need to release, release it. That way, when you manifest, you have a clear channel to your manifestation. You have a clear channel to what it is you're desiring. So release, observe, and manifest. And again, I want to really emphasize the observe, because since we are really focusing on the intuition right now and everything is just so much more heightened, you're aware. Your awareness is so on point right now, and you could just see and understand and feel what isn't right, what isn't good, what energies are just off and weird and just not working for you. So feel into that, understand that, observe. Just sit back and observe. You don't really have to do much right now, because eclipses aren't about doing much. They're about really working with those energies that are rising, so we could shift and transform and make those changes in our lives. So when eclipse portal ends, we're getting the ball rolling and we're focusing through it. So yeah, I want to say that's all I have. Oh, I do want to mention some herbs and crystals that you could use during this time. And so again, if you saw me earlier, I'm gonna actually fix this because it's kind of, I gotta shift it around. So I'm burning some herbs that I was feeling called to use today, and then these are some other herbs I was given. So we got lavender, thyme, rosemary, and mugwort. Right now I'm burning lavender and rosemary. So lavender is really good for dreaminess. It's really good for calm. It's really good for anxiety and stress. So I'm feeling it. This is bringing the magic, honestly. Lavender is also could be good used for divination. And then rosemary is really good for protection. It's really good for purifying and uplifting energy as well. So I wanted those energy. Those were, well, that was all kind of had on deck. I don't have any thyme or mugwort on deck. So I made a lavender rosemary blend, and I just, you know, did my thing, prayed over it, thanked the herbs, and I'm burning it. And then I did put a little bit of dragon's blood resin just to enhance the properties of the energies. And dragon's blood is also cleansing and protective as well as an enhancer. So that's what I have burning right now. And so, but again, we got thyme. Thyme is pretty universal. Thyme and mugwort, I want to say, I don't have those on deck, which I'm kind of sad about, because I feel like those are the herbs to use for dream work right now. Dream work is such a big thing because Pisces are the dreamers. We are tapped in with the subconscious and tapped in with the spirituality of the subconscious mind. So dream work's a big thing you could do right now. So if you don't know how to do dream work, if you don't know how to lucid dream, if you don't know how to astral project, like, this is a good time to try it. And if you want to include some thyme and mugwort in like whatever you're burning, incense, things like that, make a tea. You can also make a tea with these herbs. It'll enhance those properties and enhance those abilities, so you could better lucid dream, dream work, astral project, things like that. And you could also smoke mugwort, and you could also smoke lavender. So, you know, for my smokers out there, if you got some herb, put some mugwort, put some lavender in, grind it all up together, set your intention. Cool. And also I do want to shout out some cannabis, because that's just, I feel like, a universal herb you can use for any time, and cannabis actually is very connected with spirituality. So setting your intention is what's important. And then some crystals you can use: some amethyst, rose quartz, moonstone, and labradorite. Amethyst, I feel is associated with Pisces. It's my birthstone because I was born in February, and so Pisces does start in February. So I feel like amethyst is very connected with the dreaminess. Amethyst is good for nightmares. It's good for psychic protection. It's good for spiritual awakening. It's good for awakening intuition. Amethyst is a really good intuition stone. So if, you know, I got some amethyst right here. So if you got amethyst, work with amethyst. Rose quartz, again, rose with this double feminine energy with the Pisces Virgo. It's really about love and nurturing, and use the rose quartz for the love of yourself, not to like attract love, but like, I'm gonna work with this rose quartz so I could bring more love into myself and feel more divine in myself and just love myself more. So that will be good. And then we got moonstone. Moonstone, again, in its name, is connected with the moon, so it's really good for connecting with your intuition, connecting more with the energy of the moon, connecting more with that divine feminine celestial energy. It's gonna be very powerful. And again, we just had Friday the 13th this past Friday, so that influence of divine feminine energy, I feel, is still pretty prevalent. And then labradorite. Labradorite's really good for dream work. It is so great for dream work. It really helps you tap into that subconscious state. It really taps in with kind of that shadow aspect of the psyche. So, and it's also just such a beautiful stone. So if you don't have any labradorite, get some labradorite. Yeah, I think I'm wearing all those stones right now, actually. So yeah. So that's the partial full moon, super moon eclipse in Pisces. Such a mouthful. Yeah, so as well, I want to do a reading and do some divination. Let's get I'm gonna focus on the signs, the zodiacs, and we're gonna just see, you know what, also before we move on to that, Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So as we're reaching kind of this completion, we're in a completion cycle. So since Pisces is the last sign, we're at the end of it. We're at the end of a cycle. We're at the end of a journey. We're at the end of an awakening. So whatever we're experiencing, this is basically tying up the loose ends of everything that we've been kind of pushing off on letting go. And it's just kind of forcing us to like, hey, it's time to just close this door and start a new chapter. Stop that book, get a new book. That's what we're focusing on right now. So yeah. Alright, so let's get into this session. I'm going to be using the Shamanic Oracle deck today by Michelle Motwas. And so, yeah. So we're just going to go through the signs. We're just going to see what's happening. Alright, so we got 2 cards for Aries. So we got Anger and we got Ascension. Oop, you can see those. There we go. So we got Anger and we got Ascension. So then we got a 10 numerology and a 6 numerology. So again, we're really, for you Aries, you're really focusing on transmuting your anger right now. You're really focusing on shifting the narrative of what makes you so angry, what makes you so chaotic, of what kind of brings out this rage in you. And you know, Aries are known for having a temper. Not all Aries, I would say heal Aries, but you have to remember that your power, you deplete your power when you exude anger. You're giving your power away in anger. You're giving it to whoever or whatever you're angry at. You're depleting yourself. And so with that, for you to really truly ascend, for you to really truly kind of overcome this cycle. And again, we're with the 10 numerology, you're definitely on that kind of cusp of just like, okay, I'm so close to just really letting this go and starting to act in my highest self and move as my highest self. So you're really in an ascension right now, but this ascension is really focused on the anger. So it's letting go of that anger, it's letting go of that aggression, and letting go of that rage, letting go of the ego. You're in a big ego death right now. You're in a big ego shift right now, and you're shifting from ego to highest self. So be gentle with yourself. We work with this energy to cleanse, to bathe, to really just nourish yourself in the ways that you need to, in the ways that make you feel good, because there is some shadows that are going to be coming up a lot, but therefore your highest ascension. So really pay attention to that anger and that those shadow aspects and the ego that are rising right now, because they're going to really help you shift. And hopefully by the time the next eclipse comes in 2 weeks, you big, bad, and ready. You're like, let's do it. All right, so that was Aries. We got Taurus. We got masculine energy. Ooh, okay, Taurus, and it's a 16, which equals a 7 numerology. So there's a lot of inner work going on right now, a lot of soul work, a lot of integration is what I'm hearing actually. So a lot of just diving deep within. A lot of you are for the Taurus, you're understanding how to use your voice for expression, how to use your voice of power. You're understanding that what you say, what you speak out really does have great power. Actually, I didn't even show you the card. So there we go. So masculine energy, that's what it is right now. And a lot of you are feeling chaotic right now with this energy. It's bringing you out of that sense of groundedness. And so because of that, you're trying to control more things. That's where this masculine energy is coming from, is the sense of trying to control more of what's happening in your life, because Tauruses be stubborn. And you're really trying to have that sense of control again, like masculine energy usually is. So again, Taurus, you're a feminine polarity. So nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Do what you need to do to ground yourself again, to bring yourself back to reality so you don't feel so chaotic during this time. All right, Geminis. Ooh, okay. We got the anger card again for the Geminis. So a lot of you Geminis are understanding that your anger could be it's useful. A lot of you are understanding that your anger is useful, but it's also not very productive in many ways. And again, with the 2-8, that's a 10 numerology. So again, Geminis are the twins. They're the duality. They're not the scales, but like they have two sides to them. They have two personalities, two personas, two things. And again, with anger, it's for the Geminis, when you guys tap into that anger emotion, when you guys tap into that kind of rageful emotion, you see that you could get things done. You see that things could work out. You see that things could shift in your favor. But is that truly who you are at your highest self? Is that truly who you are at your core? So it's understanding that balance and maybe not being so much in anger, but learning how to. And again, I feel like with Geminis, it's either you're in your like masculine or feminine energies. So maybe let the masculine settle down a bit during this time, and let the feminine energy rise. And again, Pisces, Virgo, full moon, like we're just in feminine energy right now, very heavy feminine energy. So it's about a time of nurturing. It's about a time of nourishing. It's about a time of fulfillment. All right, so we got Cancers next. Cancer season. You got transformation in the reverse. 22 master number. Add that together, it's a 4. Structure and stability. So for you Cancers, you guys should really stay in during this eclipse season, honestly. Why? Because a lot of you are going into your chrysalis. A lot of you are forming your cocoon. A lot of you are in a deep state of transformation. You Cancers are in a deep state of evolution and shifts. And this eclipse portal, this Pisces energy, and again, Cancers are water signs, so you're probably feeling this just as much as Pisces. You're going through so many changes and shifts and transformations and realizations and epiphanies, and you're going through it. And it's good in a way because it's showing you where you're lacking structure, where you're lacking stability, where you're lacking security in your home life. Again, Cancers are all about the home. So a lot of you should really just stay home and focus on your home right now. And your home also being your body, staying within. This is a good time you guys should really honestly just stay in during this eclipse season. Is what I'm getting from this. But at the end of eclipse season, you're going to emerge a beautiful butterfly. So if you take that time to kind of metamorphosize during this season, it'll shift. Hey, dog. I can't play right now, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go to the Leos. Where are my Leos at? I'm a Leo moon, so let's see what's happening with you Leos. Anything going on with the Leos? I feel like they're just flying out. Okay, we're gonna put some on top. Oof. Got the death card. Leos. The death card is saying that a lot of you Leos are finding that you're not always the center of attention. And that's okay. That is so okay. You don't have to be the center of attention. And again, we know Leos love the spotlight. We know Leos love to just exuberate and exaggerate. So Leos, you guys are really just in a big death right now, a transformation, and it's a death of the ego. A lot of you Leos are becoming from unevolved Leos to evolved Leos. And again, I feel like with this eclipse, a lot of people are kind of going through this death and transformation, but you Leo specifically, I was like, that focus, yeah, there we go. You're coming through it. It's going through it. There's a lot of shadows. There's a lot of demons that are being revealed right now. And it's okay. Just take it with that. And again, this is the 8 numerology. So the number 8 is heavily influencing everything right now just because you're in an 8 year and it's an 8 day that the eclipse is happening. So balance, abundance. You're having to go through this death because you have a great gate of abundance opening for you, but you can't get it if you're just still acting in old ways. You know, you need to make those shifts. Oh, Virgos. So we got it's all good. Put it together, it's a 9 numerology. So there's a big, you guys are coming to an end for something for sure. So a lot of you Virgos are a little chaotic right now because you feel like everything you've been organizing, planning, you feel like your plans pretty much are kind of just dissipating and not manifesting, or they're just becoming more chaotic than usual. After this card saying it's all good right now. It's not a time to really be focused. Like, yes, do your work, do your plans, but don't be so focused on that. Allow your focus to be on this healing, on this growth. We're still in Virgo season, so it's getting your routine structured, getting yourself organized in every aspect, taking care of your body, which is by, you know, eating healthy, working out, sleeping, showering. Like, it's all good. Everything's all good. So Virgos, you guys are overthinkers. Pisces were overthinkers, sister sign. It's all good. Allow the overthinking and the criticism. The criticism is what I'm hearing with this. You guys are being so self-critical right now. It's all good. Don't be so self-critical. It's okay. You guys could, it's gonna be all good. Don't worry about it. This eclipse season is just gonna, just allow it to pass and flow and you'll be fine. All right, Libras. So we got grounding, 36. So 36 is a 9. So a lot of you Libras are really gonna learn how to come out of the head, come out of the mind, come out of the thoughts, come out of the emotions, because Libras are also very emotional for being an air sign, and really connect with nature. That's what's important for you during this eclipse, because with the emotions and the heightened sensitivity and the heightened intuition and everything, like Libras are definitely up there with the psychic emotional realm, even for being an air sign, because they're the scales. They understand balance. If you're feeling all of balance right now, Libra, go hug a tree, go step in some grass, go do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do so you could get grounded and balanced. That's important for you during this eclipse portal, pretty much, is staying grounded. So even if it's just for these next 2 weeks, just take 5 minutes to just plant your feet outside in some grass. And that's all you gotta really do, and just take really deep breaths and really just allow yourself, like, connect with Pancha Mama and allow her to heal you. So Libras, y'all gotta get out of your head and get out of your emotions. Go hug a tree, or go on a hike, or go do something that's gonna be fun like that. All right, Scorpios, where are my Scorpios at? Hey, okay, we got quite a few things. Okay, that's not for Scorpio, these are for Scorpios. All right, we got transformation in the reverse and healing energy in the reverse. Ooh, so I see a lot of 2 energies. So Scorpios are understanding shadows, duality, and contemplation. You guys are contemplating so much in your life. Again, with this healing energy and transformation, this is a big time of shadow work for you. And again, Scorpios, I feel, are the sign known for shadow work. Again, Scorpios are water energy, so you guys are also feeling the probably most impact of this full moon in Pisces eclipse season. So shadow work, Scorpios, this is your time to really do that shadow work that you're so used to doing, but in such a deep way that you could truly heal and transform your life. So when we come out of this eclipse portal, you're so much more in your power, you're so much more confident, you're so much more stronger, you're so much more just you. You're meant to just show up as you. So Scorpios, allow this time to be a time of what's the word? Solitude. And allow this time to be a time of introspection. There we go. I was trying to say introspection, not solitude. Allow this to be a time of introspection for yourself, so that way you can truly come out emergent, healed. And so, you know, I'm feeling, just for maybe, we'll see how the Pisces reading comes out, but so far the Cancers and the Scorpios are, you guys should stay in for this eclipse season. You guys are definitely going within during this eclipse season. Water signs are feeling it. We're feeling too many emotions to kind of just be out and about in the world. And then for Sagittarius, we got unlimited possibilities, which is a 19 in the reverse, which equals 20, which equals 2 energy. Duality, you guys really, Sagittarius are really understanding the balance between their masculine and feminine energies, how to take action and how to nurture yourself, because you've been so much in action, and vice versa. Don't be so stagnant and don't be so pushy. That's what I'm feeling. Let me show you the card. your roots are strong and your fruits are bearing. So you guys are definitely, Sagittarius are definitely in a time of harvest. The only thing is that your harvest may not be as grand as you were expecting. So you are basically not being grateful for your blessings. Sagittarius is, you guys are, again, if you guys sowed the whole field, but only like one section of the field is able to be harvested right now, be grateful for that, because some people don't even have a harvest. So it's, you guys kind of really need to come out of the ego and the expectation mindset right now, and again, unlimited possibilities. See everything that's in front of you and see how grateful. You guys really need to be in gratitude right now. Sagittarius, your goal is to be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you have, for everything that showed up, for everything you are reaping and sowing right now. Even if it's not as much or how you wanted it or how you expected it, you're still getting something. So being grateful for that. Why? Because then it's going to bring in more and you're going to actually reap the full harvest when this eclipse season's over. Let's do Capricorns. How are my Capricorns? Where are my Capricorns at? What are my Capricorns doing? How's this energy looking for the Capricorns? Oh, there it is. We got new beginnings in the reverse. We got a 2 energy. So we got this. So this card's saying that you Capricorns are definitely going to be feeling your emotions more than usual with this eclipse portal. A lot of you are just not going to want to be dealing with it. A lot of you are not going to want to be just, nope, this ain't for me. If you do though, this is going to be very detrimental to whatever it is that you're trying to create, manifest, build, XYZ. Again, Capricorns, you guys are all about creating, work hard, play hard, you know? Like you Capricorns are about getting your stuff done. So if you're not taking the time during this portal to really do some emotional work and heal and release and transmute, you're gonna find yourself stuck in a very heavy cycle after the eclipse portal, and you're just gonna see that everything you're trying to do is just not working out for you, and it's just gonna piss you off more. So it's either you deal with the emotions now or you deal with the consequences of not dealing with your emotions now after the fact. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's up with these Aquarius, my humanitarians. What's happening with y'all during this eclipse portal season? Ooh. Oh, we got 2. Oh, okay. So we got healing and transformation. So same as Scorpios. You know, that's funny actually, because Scorpios and Aquarius are like best friends astrologically. Like you guys really get along. And so, but you guys have it in the upright. Ooh, Aquarius, you guys are really shining during this eclipse season. It's like, again, Scorpios are kind of on the opposite end, where it's like they need to do this healing work and to really transform. But like you Aquarius have been on it. You guys have been like just on it and doing it, and really, you guys have been making really wise decisions. You Aquarius have really been tapped in with the mental aspect of Aquarius, and you guys have been making some really wise decisions. Really, really, really great decisions. And I'm proud of you, Aquarius, because I'm really feeling this confidence coming out. So Aquarius, you're shining during this eclipse. So if anyone needs like any help with anything, go to an Aquarius, because they're probably gonna be the most secure out of all the signs during this portal. So then Pisces, let's see what's up. Pisces gang, what's going on? Are we gonna be in the shadows as well? Ooh, okay. We got changes, 29. That equals an 11. Again, another master number. But yeah, that equals a 2. You Pisces, we're going through so many changes right now, and it's really important for us to embody our dual nature right now and to really understand the flow of how life is, and to not be so worked up. It's an important thing, is to not be so worked up, to not be so worked up on just what's the changes that are happening. Flow. We're really meant to flow with these changes right now, to understand duality and to make sure that our decisions are aligning with how we're moving through life right now and how we're moving through everything. Guys, that was the reading and a quick breakdown of this Pisces lunar eclipse. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys felt inspired by it. I hope you guys are able to just take a lot away from this and really embody it. So yeah, if you guys liked it, you know, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm gonna send you guys some Reiki right now. Sending Reiki over to anyone who's receiving, asking if this Reiki energy aids in just grounding, transmutation, activation, and just clearing for this eclipse portal that we're entering. Giving honor and respect to the energy of Reiki. May it touch the heart, minds, and bodies of everyone who receives to heal, transform, and create. I love you guys. I thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you soon.